Morning. Oh, I've got an itchy eye. Morning, everybody. Let's crack-a-doo-dah-do on. Timer. I need my timer set for 30 seconds. So I'll wait till a few of you are on and then we'll start. Happy Saturday to everybody. No day off on this challenge. There is a couple of rest days over the 30 days. Leanne Walters. Oh, I reckon it's because you're 2 hours ahead if you're still in Turkey. You've gone and got yourself a gold medal. Baby, not seen you for a bit. Lovely to see you. I've probably just not... You've got a silver, Bibby, so absolutely ace. And Jane Miller on the podium with a bronze medal for the weekend. Oh, cheese, Joe, you just missed out, but you're number 4 and Sarah Berry's 5. So how is everybody? So we have got... Thank you for yesterday. Now, I had to record it yesterday because I had a business meeting with Ruth and it just took about 50 minutes to upload the video. So I did it well before 7 o'clock, thought it was all organised and it just wouldn't go up. It just was whirling for ages. So it happens sometimes and that's the challenge. What do? Do you look at it and think, oh, she's not on, so I'm not doing it? And then you forget to do it and then you blame me. It's my fault the rest of the 30 days that you're not doing. Do you make it up, which a lot of you did, which was just brilliant? Doesn't matter if you got it wrong. That is absolutely not the point at all. Doesn't matter if you ended up doing a handstand for 10 minutes instead. It's the fact that you thought, I'm still going to do it. Or did you just do it on catch up, which is great as well. Oh, look at this, lot less people on this morning. Is everybody having a lie-in? They probably might be. So there'll be so can we say an extra big hello to the catch-up crew today? Don't mind you having a lie-in. Nothing wrong with that. You know, I've had a couple this week for me. Been getting up at 6:30 instead of 5:15. So let's have a look. Love that so many got on and did all their own numbers. Wasn't it great, Diane? Yes, so when I was catching up on the comments, so many people just made it up or repeated the day before. And that's what it's all about, doing what you think, but just doing something. So, morning Vanessa, morning Janice. Right, so shall we start? So a lot less on this morning. There's usually over 200 on. Now, this is going to be key, you lot. So if you're on catch-up as well, listen up. Semi-death stare. Because you've had a weekend and you might have missed a day, or you think, oh, do you know what, I forgot because it was weekend. It's what you do on Monday that counts. Are you thinking, oh, I've missed 2 days now, so there's no point now? Really? Does it matter if you miss 2 days? Does it shite? But what does matter, if you allow that act of missing 2 days make you think, oh, it's not worth it, that's just your bitch voice going, oh, don't do it, you don't need to do it, it's a waste of time, it's only 5 minutes, it's not going to make a difference. Just ignore that bollocks. So 102, I'm starting. I'm going to give you a different vista this morning. I'm just going to do it from here. Oops. Oh, it's quite a handy little spot, actually. Right. So this morning, I've forgotten what we've got. Let me just double check. I think it's 10. Yes. 10 press-ups, 30 seconds of the stuff, and then 10 tricep dips twice. So are we ready? Don't forget, I've not asked you to share it. And do you know what? You still shared it yesterday. Not as many as the normal ones, because I wasn't wittering on live, and I forgot to mention it on the recording. So do you know what? It's not too late to start. It genuinely isn't too late to start. You can catch up. People can do 2 or 3 a day and catch up, or they can just do it 4 days behind. So please do share it. Oops, why do you ever do that? You go onto your calendar. Right, so we're doing... Oh, God. Do your wrists if you want to do this. Oh, and it's raining. Right, I'm supposed to do a big walk along the prom later. Right, in position, go. 10 press-ups. That's 5. You keep going. Just a tip, breathe in on the way down and out on the way up. Really helps. Now I'm doing it slower just so in case a lot of you lot are doing it slower. Right, 10 mountain climbers each. No, sorry, 30 seconds. This is tough, 30 seconds of mountain climbers. Go. Oh, God. It's a bit hard with bare feet on the rug. I'm slipping a bit. Oh, my goodness. See how much slower I'm doing it this morning? Does it matter? No. Does it mean my core's working less? It's not working less at all. It's working the same whether you're doing it fast or slow. The only difference doing it fast is it's a bit harder on your heart rate. But oh my goodness. That. Oh. 10 tricep dips. I'm going up with my bum. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I need a little rest. 8, 9, 10, and a 30-second plank. Go on, turn over. Are you ready? Are you ready? 30-second plank, go. Morning, Sue. And then we're repeating it. Look, push back into your heels, don't let your body sink. Oh, thank you, Laurie, for sharing it. Well, if you shared it, I'll give you a love heart. It gives me a little whoosh when I see people have shared it. Come on, you've got 10 seconds left. You can feel it, can't you? You can really feel this little bit of exercise. Don't ever underestimate the power of it. Oh, right, we're ready to go again. Give yourself a little rest. Oh, I didn't set my watch. Right, shall we go again? 10, right, so just a quick tip. Breathe in on the way down and out on the way up. So you always breathe out on the harder part. And the hardest part of a press up is the push up, okay, rather than the go down. So make sure you control the coming down. Right, I'm going to take my legs back. So we're ready for another 10. Go. Don't let that happen because it's useless. Make sure you stay over your wrists. 4, 5. Slow and steady wins the race. I'm really feeling that. Come on. Oh my goodness. Right. I get that mountain climbers are hard. Thank you, Sue, for sharing. I get it. So don't complain that they're hard. Be chuffed with yourself that they're hard. Be really chuffed with yourself. The harder it is, the more chuffness you should feel. Go. 1. Oh, so forgot to set my timer. Go. Go on. I know it's a funny angle this morning, but I thought I'd be up close and personal. See, I'm doing it really slow this morning. But do you know what? It's no easier. It really isn't. Good grief, because it's still working my core, still working my shoulders, my arms, my legs feel heavy. 1. Oh, come on, Sally. Right. Oh, fingers facing forward. And 10. Try to remember that's your modification. Or you can do it on the edge of a chair. Or with a weight in your hand. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh dear. Right, come on, Sally, get a grip. Last 10, last 30 seconds. Thank you, Fliss, for sharing. Makes such a big difference. Somebody else commented on the post yesterday, says she just found it because a friend shared it and she's loving it. Says she's feeling good about herself because she's not done exercise for ages. She's forgotten how good it makes her feel. And this challenge is getting her back in. Oh, because somebody shared it. That's just ace. Keep going, 10 seconds. Come on, go to your knees if you desperately need to. But don't now because you've only got 4 seconds left. Come on. 2, 1, go. Right. Oh. How are you doing? Oops. It's professional setup, isn't it? Oh, bollocks. Sorry about my language. Morning, Sarah. Hey, Sarah's grandson teaching the power of fitness. Well done. Well, let us know when you've both done it, Sarah. So Sue can't do anything that strains shoulders and upper arms. Some people have injured shoulders. But do you know what? Pick the timings and do anything. Do jumping jacks, do high knees, do anything. You can just swap it up. Swap it up. I remember when I did a retreat about 4 years ago in Morecambe, and there was a lady who'd had an injured shoulder, and she came on the retreat and she said all about her injured shoulder. I said, absolutely fine, we'll just modify. And she did other stuff. And she went home in tears, realising that for 3 years she'd used the fact that she'd got an injured shoulder as an excuse not to do anything. And she says she's just not done any fitness because she just kept saying to herself, because I've got an injured shoulder, so I can't do fitness. And she hadn't even done anything. She'd even stopped walking. And that's what happens. That's really popular. So she was delighted. Anne, thank you for sharing. And Francesca, lovely to share. Thank you. And Nikki and Jackie, look at all these shares. Brilliant. But look at all these people who are doing the workout. That's fabulous. So chuffed. So just wait there a sec. Because it's weekend, who wants a really quick reading? Quick reading because it's the weekend. Come on. I won't be long. I'm going to do a lucky dip from Now Is the Time. Now Is the Time by Patrick Lindsay. It's just a little reading. To lose your fear of failure. Failure simply improves your chances of succeeding next time. You can't make progress without failing, but fear of failure is our greatest brake to growth, to knowledge and to progress. Allow yourself the possibility of failure and feel the liberation it brings. How good is that? And then to conquer oneself is a greater task than conquering others, says Buddha. So to conquer yourself is a greater task than conquering others. So lose your fear of failure. And people see it as a bad thing, failing. Whether you're doing mountain climbers, you want to do the whole 30 seconds, you only got to 22 seconds, you had to stop. Why does that matter? Because then you get back up, you do the other 8, and you've still done 30 seconds like everybody else. And then you've got somewhere to go. So then tomorrow when you do 24 seconds, 25 seconds, it feels ace. You know, people say there's no such thing as failure. I can't get my head around that load of shite, sorry. No such thing as failure. There's just learning. Of course there is, love. You know, of course there's failure. You know, I wanted to go for a run without stopping. I had to walk. That's a fail. If that was my criteria. Whereas I don't see walking in a run as failure because I very rarely set myself that criteria. I allow myself before I set off for a run to know that I'm probably going to walk a bit on it, and that's fine. But if I'd set off to do a 5k and my criteria was I'm not going to stop, I'm going to do this whole 5k without stopping, and then I go and stop, then I've failed in my mission. But does that make that 5k a waste of time? Does it? Hell. So but people then use this fear of failure thing. They go, oh, it's all right to fail. It's just a reason to give up. And it's ridiculous. It's like doing an alcohol-free challenge. The amount of times I used to hear in a group that I was in, you know, people are doing a 90-day alcohol-free challenge and they go and drink on day 42 and 46. And people say, it's not failure, it's just learning. Bollocks, you failed at your challenge. You know, have you massively reduced your alcohol intake? You're winning. Of course you have. So absolutely buzzing. You're winning all day long. But have you failed your 90-day challenge? Yes, you have. So you either start again or you just change your criteria. Blip. Oh, Harvey, don't get me going. Yeah, they used to then disguise the failure and call it a blip. A blippity blop, blip shit blip. That's what it was. I tell you. Say it as it is, Sally. I do, Alison. But it's just this failure lark. And of that, when I do a reading like this, it sets me off on stuff. But there's nothing wrong with failing. Failing is an absolute fact of life. It's what you do with the information or the feeling that that failure gives you. And you know what? Failing and thinking, oh, sod it, is fine as well sometimes. But don't bitch and moan about something if you keep failing and you stop trying. Don't go, oh, I wish I could be like you. I wish I had your determination. I hear that loads. Don't I wish I had your willpower. It's all right for you. Why? Why is it all right? Say if you're really fit and you've got a friend saying, oh, it's all right for you, you're really fit, and your friend isn't, and yet you're the one doing the workouts all the time, getting up and going for walks and challenging yourself to do things like this, and then your bloody friend who never does anything goes, it's all right for you, and by the way, you're looking a bit gaunt. Oh, that's because you keep failing, love, and you don't do anything about it. You know, every time... Joe, every time I cook macaroni cheese, I fail. Well, do you know what? The poor sods who have to eat it, that's all I can say. What's Nora said? I use the fear of failure as an excuse. Yesterday I was struggling with burpees in my workout, and previously might have stopped altogether, but I modified every second burpee round and finished the routine. How ace is that? That's just fabulous, Nora. And that's how you make progress. And it's not judging yourself as well. You know, it's just not judging yourself. Fear of failure. There's no such thing as failure. Who the hell came up with that word, that sentence? There's no such thing as failure. They must have been drunk when they said it. How can you say it? Because of course there is. But people perceive failure as something bad, as something to be chastised, and it's not. Failure's a great thing. I love failing. Like, I nearly failed at those mountain climbers. Some mornings they're just harder than others, and somebody said that yesterday on a comment. They said, oh my God, I know what you mean, because they've been breezing through this challenge. Obviously it's the early days, and yesterday they found the mountain climbers really hard, and now they might find it easy, and that's just how it is some days. And that is how you can perceive in your head. That can be enough to make you throw the towel in and to stop. Oh, I thought I was doing all right, but I can't do it. See, I failed. I can't do mountain climbers. I'll believe my first load of bullshit I told myself. It's absolute rubbish. See, look at Leanne saying to Nora, it's a win. Of course it's a win. You know, so fear of failure, what is it? People say failure is just learning. Well, at least admitting there is such a thing as failure, because there is. But you can. I hope you fail at something every day, because it means you're trying. It really does. You know, I've not got on with my hinge list this week half as much as I wanted to, because I've been busy working. So I failed at completing my hinge list. But bloody hell, put me to the bottom of the pile. Does it matter? Not one bit. It's what you do with the information that matters, and whether you use it to justify your inactivity. Never to be afraid of fail. Use this in my dissertation on emotional intelligence and effective communication. Hey, I wonder if I should write a dissertation myself, Amanda. Can you imagine? But people are afraid of it. And do you know what? I'm probably more afraid. This sounds ridiculous. So I know it makes me sound a knobhead, but now I've decided, now I'm going to tell you. But you know, writing a book, I really want to write a book. And I've done a couple of chapters. They're not in order. I just keep doing things when I think of them. And because I'm not very good on tech, I've downloaded an app called Scrivener. I don't know how to use it. So everything's just on my notes app and in my documents. And it's not structured. I just keep writing. And this sounds ridiculous. I know it does. I'm not scared. I don't fear failure when it comes to writing my book. I do not fear failure at all. In fact, oh God, this sounds so stupid. I'd rather have failure when it, obviously I wouldn't, but part of me would rather have failure when it comes to writing a book. So I do my book and hopefully I get it published, and then it bombs, or nobody wants it. Nobody wants to publish it, because I don't want to self-publish, because I want it at airports. That's my goal. I want my book available at WH Smith's at airports, so some woman can pick it up and read it on a beach when she goes on holiday, and she's been on and off diets like I used to be all my life. She's probably done a mad crash slim fast diet or something stupid to get in a bikini because she feels that's what's going to make a holiday good. and then she's going to eat shit all holiday, not exercise, and then have 6 months of hell of hating herself when she comes home because she feels crap, because she can't diet anymore, because she's lost the goal of the holiday. So I want her to read my book while she's on a sun lounger and to have that many bloody epiphanies, and for me to make her laugh on a sun lounger and to think, oh my God, I did that, I did that, I did that. Well, no bloody more, Janice. I'm going to come home and I'm going to start living my life, eating guilt-free ice cream, moving my body because I want to, because I think I'm worth it, because it's worth the effort. That's what I want my book to do. And you can only be in airports at WH Smith's if it's published. You can never be in an airport if you self-publish. So that's my goal. But talking about failure, so I don't fear failure. I do it on that thing because that means I've never been in an airport. But I fear success when it comes to writing my book. I'm scared of the publishers thinking, yeah, we like that, we're going to publish it. I shit myself at that, absolutely, and that's what's stopping me writing it, because then you open yourself up to judgment, you open yourself up to thinking, what a knobhead. I don't mind on here because this is my page, and if you don't like it, you won't come back again. But if you're here all the time, you know what I'm like, and you either like it or you don't. But when you're putting yourself out there, that's why I hate doing Facebook ads. I've got one running at, no I haven't, it's finished now. I had one running for this little challenge only for 4 days, because you always get people going, oh, what a bloody knobhead she is. You do, it comes with the territory. So that's the name of the book, No Bloody More, Janice. Oh, Amanda, can you imagine? There's about 3 titles I've got for it. So I'll do as a poll when I've finished writing it, but it stops me writing it. It genuinely stops me writing. And Amanda, the thought of doing a dissertation, I hated that at school. I mean, I did get an A from English language, an A O level. I only got a C in literature, but I loved writing even then. But I hated the thought of it, and I hated it when teachers used to say, here's a, I've got a hole in the rug, here's a discuss. And that used to put the fear of God into me. I think, oh my God, where do I start? But once I start, I'm off. I totally am. So Jules, I totally get that fear, Sally. Totally understand the fear is the negative response and not the positive response. It's mad, isn't it? Oh, thank you, Leanne. But yes, but so no, I'm once I've done, there's a lot of stuff I'm working on in my membership at the moment, and it's taking so much time that the members don't even know yet, but behind the scenes work, and it's going to be finished this year. And I'm also working on another little thing that people can buy if they don't want to be in a membership, if they don't want to troll through all my Facebook feed and YouTube looking for challenges, or they don't want to go on a virtual retreat. I'm working on something that's just like an umphy start for people to do. So once I've done those 2 things, I know it sounds like I'm procrastinating, but it genuinely isn't. It's all about the book, and I'm going to get it done. So to be fair, we're all knobheads at some point, aren't we, Jo? That's so true. So that was the reading. Don't fear failure, embrace it, and be chuffed when you fail. Be chuffed with yourself. It shows you're pushing yourself. It shows that you're challenging yourself. You're not just sat on the corner of your sofa with your blanket on and your packet of rich tea fingers by the side of you with an empty hot chocolate mug, you know, with your whipped cream carton next to it because you keep filling it up as you're drinking your hot chocolate. And do you have rich tea biscuits or fingers? I don't really do biscuits. I very rarely buy them. I can't, because I don't drink tea. So anyway, that's it. I will see you tomorrow. We're here. Who's going to be up at 7 a.m. tomorrow? Who is going to be up at 7 a.m. tomorrow? I could record it, but do you know what? I'm going to do it live. I'm going to do it live with you at 7 a.m. I think. I don't think of anything on. Good on you for your butt. You can do it. Ignore the judgmental people. Yes, it's just all in our heads, isn't it, Janice? Oh, and it is Janice. Well, no more Janice. That's what I'll say. No more Janice. You can buy my book at the airport. So it is. Up with the lark. So Jules is coming. Jules, I know you like getting up early. We love you in the tribe getting up early. So Harvey's going to be up. Harvey's going to come and do it. So if the weather's nice, I might do it outside. So, right, Anne Cotton. Guess what I'm going to say to Anne Cotton, everybody? People who've followed me for a while, I'll know. Anne, thanks so much for being here. So don't take this personally. That's one big lesson I always say to everybody who watches me, because we all take things personally from time to time, all of us, and all it does is upset us. But I'll try. So either do or don't. So the thing is, as soon as we start saying I'll try, means we won't do it. It's just human nature. So yeah, I'm going to do it. Do you know what? I'm going to do it. And we see it so often, and it's just people's language, I'll try. So Anne, I really appreciate you saying that you're going to try, but come on, I'm going to look out for you now tomorrow, Anne, at 7 a.m. I want you to do it because I know you can. And so I'll try. It's something I gave up trying. Occasionally I do say it, to be honest, but it's when I really can't be bothered, if I'm truthful. Oh, I'll try it, meaning, oh, I'll see how it goes, you know. So rather than, right, do you know what, I'm going to do it. I'm absolutely going to do that. And then if something happens, and you know, if you wake up in the morning, you think, sack that off, well, fair enough, fair dues. You might have 4 gins tonight after your bottle of wine. Who knows, everybody? We don't know, do we? Well, I do, because I don't drink. Leslie, I'll be there and I'll buy the book. And do you know what? So Amanda's in. So come on, Anne, say you'll be there. So everybody's willing Anne to be there. Nora said, come on, Anne. We'll all look out. Sorry, let me remind me of her name. What was it? Anne. I get mixed up with people's names. Anne Cotton. So I hope you don't think we're picking on you, Anne. So we just want you to do it because it feels great, Anne. That's why when you commit and then you follow through on that commitment, that's the complete opposite of failure. And it's that makes you change your life. It's that makes you change your health and fitness. It's not the fitness itself. Genuinely, obviously physically that changes you, but it's doing what you say you were going to do, and it's keep doing that makes it more probable that it's going to happen next time. And when it keeps happening, that's when consistency is born, and that's when results are born, and that's when the toughness is bred out of you. I'm not even speaking correctly. I hope there's no English teachers in. Mandy Thorne, you're in. Fantastic, brilliant. Julie Garrow's in. So all of us, we're all coming. Count me in. Keely's in. I'll be there, going to start now. Day 5 is the first day for me. Brilliant, Mandy. If you want, you can just scroll through and do days. Do through the day, Mandy. This is a challenge to you. Do days 3 and 4 as well. Just through today. And then you'll love it. You'll be chuffed. You'll be flying tomorrow, let me tell you. So delightful to see everybody. So I've enjoyed. I might even give you another little reading tomorrow. You don't have to listen to them. Good morning, Mel. Mel does it outside. She doesn't really use that as an excuse. Morning, Elizabeth. So we'll see you tomorrow. We're all up and on at 7 a.m. and then you'll have done nearly a week. Sarah's going to be there. Absolutely cracking. So, thanks for the chat. I might give you another reading tomorrow. We can keep the readings to the weekends. How's that? So I'm going to upload this now to YouTube because I'm putting them on YouTube just then everybody can put them on a playlist. So then you can do it again if you want at any time. Mandy Thorne's going to be in. Okay, I'm going to do that. We'll update you. You're such an inspiration for me. Well, that's absolutely brilliant, Mandy. But Mandy, you're the one doing the work. So be chuffed with yourself. I'm just getting you going, Mandy. And the thing is, that's what people get confused with motivation. They wait for it just to happen, and it's never going to happen. You've got to be inspired first. So let me light your little fire, and then it's you doing the work, Mandy. So you're absolutely brilliant. So Mandy's going to report back, and we'll see you. All right, see you tomorrow at 7 a.m. I might even drag Simon in tomorrow. How's that? All right, have a wonderful, wonderful day. I'm off for afternoon tea with lovely Shazza Hartley, who's celebrating 2 years alcohol-free. So I might suggest if she wants a Prosecco to celebrate. All right then. So I look a bit like a deranged woman then. Cheerio. Bye everybody. Well done, Anne. Cheerio. Bye.